Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. We are here for another teams match. Today, we have License to Chill 2.0, the new version. Tyler and Mark going up against Guns and Ships, Caleb Boatman and Albert Wordharma. I am Tim Berkala. Very excited for this match. Joining me today on the desk is Cameron Holtzman. Cameron, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I was talking to you beforehand about my track record of hosting fandom matches and the iconicness of said matches, like Eli Boatman versus Brooklyn Vale, and that one team's title match that we don't like to talk about.
Yeah.
So let's hope this is better than those two.
Yeah, that's I hope so. But like I said,
if we fail to pass that bar, we're tripping over it.
This is true. Like I said, we've got Guns and Ships versus License to Chill. License to Chill, the new version, 2-0 on their way in a bit of a title run. Then we also have Guns and Ships, who played for the title earlier this season, had a fantastic first round in the tournament. The only team in fandom history to get two perfect round ones at the same time. It was very, very impressive. And then they lost in round two, but now they're back looking for their way to the number one contenders match. So I'm very interested to see what happens. We got two great teams here. Let's go talk to them right now in the promos.
All right, back in Fandom. This is fun. You guys have been playing pretty good, like pretty good. And we got a team that's also been playing pretty good. They've been playing pretty good. I like Mark and Tyler. I don't like their faction. If I'm being honest, I think they're playing pretty good, and I actually think that they're going to be a really tough match to win today. But I think you guys can win it. So, you guys like?
I just noticed that Albert has our logo in the background, and I think that's really cool.
That's cool.
That's the main thing I have to say.
Albert, you have anything you want to say?
I'm excited. I never played Mark and Tyler in any format before. Always like facing new competition. So looking forward to this one. Hopefully,
all right, let's make it fun. Let's play.
Come on, Albert. You had big balls when Mark played Chin to put something to show up how smart you are. Come on, Albert. Where's it at? Yeah. Listen, the whole I don't like our faction. That's why we don't like you. No. See, the thing is, Coho's mad because of the teams mentioned, his team is nowhere near the shot at the titles. Boatman and Albert are. Not the nuclear option, but Boatman and Albert. So tonight, again, these guys have put perfect rounds on the board. They put those perfect rounds on the board against one of my teams. So they do not like losing to us. Again, if anything, how we played last time is how we need to play this time. Take it slow, take it one round at a time. We can make up a ground if we need to. But Boatman's a Warzone player. He wants to be double belted in both divisions, and that's never going to happen. And tonight, I need you to crush his dreams and make sure that's still a reality for him. Let's play.
All right. Well, the promos of people who don't like each other happened, and they were there, and now we're going to move on. So round number one, it's going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is going to be worth 1 point apiece. If a player on a team should happen to get all 10 questions correct, they will be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats and 1 challenge rule for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, any questions as we get into round number one? Okay. Cam, would you like to go ahead and start us off with question 1?
Absolutely. Your first question will come in the category of Mission Impossible. What gadget invented by Jack does Ethan use to escape the meeting with Kittredge after the failed mission in Prague at the beginning of Mission Impossible?
This movie is pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's still like 5th on my Mission Impossible ranking, but it's not a bad movie.
No, not
also,
at all.
now I just feel like I need to go back and watch all of Albert's recent matches and look in the background.
2, 1, pens down. We're going to start with Albert.
I wrote spyglasses.
Tyler.
Explosive gun?
Boatman.
I'm looking for an exact name. I said exploding gun.
And Mark.
I also said exploding gun.
Exploding gum is correct. So Chill takes a 2-1 lead as we get into the second question, which is in the category of Pixar. Name 3 of the 5 actors or actresses who voice the main emotions in Riley's head in Inside Out. We'll give you a little bit of extra time on this one because we're asking for multiple things. How do you feel about emotions?
I couldn't feel without them. So I feel my emotions feel the way they choose to feel about themselves.
It's fair.
And isn't that what Inside Out is all about?
It all
is it? I don't remember.
adds up. It all adds up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Tyler.
Said Bill Hader, Lewis Black, and Amy Poehler.
And we will go to Boatman.
Bill Hader, Lewis Black, and Mindy Kaling.
And Menchaca.
Amy Poehler, Lewis Black, and Bill Hader.
And Albert.
Bill Hader, Amy Poehler, Mindy Kaling.
Everybody is correct. We will accept all those answers. We also would have accepted Phyllis Smith, I believe, was the only one that wasn't said. What is next, Mr. Holtzman?
What is next is Middle Earth. In the Fellowship of the Ring, which 3 members of the Fellowship were not invited to the Council of Elrond, but came anyway?
We like the number 3 here in Fandom. What can we say?
Absolutely.
It's a great number.
Going back to the Inside Out question, everyone forgetting to write down the actress who played Sadness, and I think that would make her feel really neglected. How dare you?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Boatman.
Sam, Mary, Pippin.
And Menchaca.
No, I didn't get it.
Albert.
Sam, Pippin, Mary.
And Tyler.
Mary, Pippin, and Sam.
That is correct. We have a tie game now, 5-5, as we get into the next question, which is in Planet of the Apes. In Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, who kills the human Carver? That's a crazy name.
I feel like it's got to be one of those things from old England where it's like your parents just named you after the profession you were going to have. So it's like, yeah, I assume he's a descendant of the lady from Brave.
Tim, aka movie theater usher. I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Menchaca, we'll start with you.
I'm only got names, but I think he killed himself.
We'll go to Albert.
I said Koba.
And Tyler.
Koba.
And Boatman.
I also said Koba.
Koba is correct. So Guns and Chips takes a 1-point lead there, 7-6, as we get into the next question, which is what, Cameron?
Which come in the category of Disney animation. In The Princess and the Frog, Lawrence, Prince Naveen's assistant, is given a charm necklace by Dr. Facilier that does what specifically?
I'm really glad you took this question because I would not have said Facilier.
I haven't seen this movie in a while. I don't know if that's actually how it's pronounced, but it feels like it's how it should. It feels like it should be.
I would have said Facilier, but that's not what it is.
It just sounds more. Facilier is a name worthy of the cool suave villain voiced by Keith David.
1. Pens down. We are going to start with Albert.
I said Enchants the User.
We'll go to Tyler.
Never seen it, but I said Turds Are Invisible.
We'll go to Boatman.
Makes him look like Naveen.
And Mark.
I just said makes her confident.
Boatman is correct. So Boatman will get the point there. Guns and Chips now has a 2-point lead as we get into the next question, which is in Marvel. Which Marvel film features the urban free flow gang led by Magnety, who dies while impaled on a fence spike? I probably butchered that name too. Maginty. Magnety.
If you could be in a gang, other than the several you're already a member of, what would you call it? And you can't say the first order. That's cheating.
The
You can't say the
Fellowship.
final order either.
The Fellowship. I think 5. Was that what that faction was called? It's been a long time. 2,
I believe it
1.
was.
Pens down. Let's start with Tyler.
Nothing.
Boatman.
So Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Mark.
It's a Deadpool 2.
And Albert.
I said Kick-Ass 2.
All incorrect. We were looking for everyone's favorite Punisher Warzone.
Okay, never would have gotten that. I was scored.
All right, your next question comes in the category of horror icons. In 2010's A Nightmare on Elm Street, what is Quentin doing when he falls asleep and has a dream about his father killing Freddy?
What was the last thing you dreamt about?
It's a good question. See, I don't dream much.
You don't
I
keep a
remember
dream
it if
journal
I
and
do.
then, see Shark Boy and Lava Girl? 5, 4.
Caleb Coho does look
2,
like he'd ruin my dream
1.
journal.
Pens down. Let's go to Boatman.
I said driving.
We will go to Mark.
Swimming.
Albert.
I also said driving.
And Tyler.
Swimming.
Swimming is correct. So that ties up the game 8-8 as we get into the next question, which is in the MCU. According to Thomas Scully, these are films inside of the MCU. And the question is, who shoots Yondu's fin off his head, allowing the other Ravagers to successfully mutiny in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? How do you feel about this one?
I like it. I think 1 is better. And I also think that the new Suicide Squad movie is also better.
I would agree with
but
that.
It's still good. I think it's like mid-tier MCU for me.
2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Mark.
Nebula.
And Albert.
Nebula.
Tyler.
Nebula.
And Boatman.
Messed up.
Nebula is correct. So Chill takes the 1-point lead there. It is 10-9 going into the penultimate question, which is what, Cameron?
Your penultimate question is in the category of Worlds of DC. How many people have directed more than one Worlds of DC film?
I made a movie in high school. It was awful. But then I made another one pretty recently. It's called The Writer's Room. It's going to be showing in a theater sometime in the past. But if you want to check it out pretty soon, it's going to be on my YouTube channel, Tim Loves Movies. You can check it out there.
How does it compare to Stubby: A Day in the Life?
Oh, it doesn't even compare. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Albert.
2.
And Tyler.
2.
Boatman.
2.
And Mark.
2.
2 is correct. So Chill maintains the 1-point lead as we get into the final question of round number 1, which is in regular DC. Which DC film features a character named Jeb who gives information to the main hero from beyond the grave? Ooh, beyond the grave. Spooky. Kind of like round 2.
If you could talk to any dead fandom team from beyond the grave, who would it be?
I don't know, man. That's a loaded question, but that's a great question. 5.
Why is it the Riders of Brohan, Tim? We all know that's the answer.
That's the first repeat for Guns and Ships. Which DC film features a character named Jeb who gives information to the main hero from beyond the grave? The Riders of Brohan never used that name, I don't believe. So I would have to. Yeah, they would be the two towers.
You gotta ask them why they picked it. I know they told us that it's just because they're bros and they liked Middle Earth. But there's
Let's be
gotta
honest.
more with
I
that.
like Wookiee Mistake, but I think it's a terrible name still. I think Joe's 0 for 3, but I love the guy. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tyler, we're going to start with you.
Yes, Jonah Hex.
And we'll go to Boatman.
Steel.
And we'll go to Mark.
It's like Constantine.
And Albert.
Jonah Hex.
Jonah Hex is correct. So with that, we end round number 1 with License to Chill in the lead, 13-12. Is that what you have, Holtzman?
That is what I have.
Awesome. So we're going to get into round number 2. It is the wheel round. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each team is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question will be worth 2 points apiece, unless, of course, you decide to check the multiple choice, then it will be worth 1. And like I said before, it gets spooky. Stealing's available in round number 2. The categories on the wheel today are scores and soundtracks, Middle-earth, horror icons, Star Trek, Disney animation, Worlds of DC, DreamWorks animation, and YA dystopia. So we will bring in Mr. Newberry as License to Chill is in the lead. Would you guys like to spin first or defer to Guns and Chips?
I'm going to shock the entire world and say we're going second.
Okay. So we'll bring in Mr. Coho for the spin for Guns and Chips. The wheel today brought to you by the Brewers because they're great. It lands on DreamWorks animation. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Want to keep it, Albert?
Yeah,
I would keep it.
Well, okay,
That's one of the things on this wheel that I think you guys.
Let's go with it.
We're keeping it?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go ahead and give you your questions in DreamWorks animation. Gentlemen, are you ready? Okay. Your first question. Which DreamWorks film features a character ordering a medieval meal from a fast food restaurant called Friar's Fat Boy?
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question in the category of DreamWorks. Who voices Miriam, Moses' biological sister in The Prince of Egypt?
Sandra Bullock.
Yep.
Sandra Bullock, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Rise of the Guardians, it is revealed that children's baby teeth contain what?
Memories.
Okay, go
Right.
for it. If you're
That's
confident.
why Jack doesn't have his memories. Memories, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Do we want Boatman to leave and come back?
Oh, am I lagging
Is he-
a little bit?
You're cutting out a bit on my end, but I could.
Oh,
be-
he's fine for me. I don't.
okay.
I want to kind of leave and come back just to be safe because
That's fine.
I've been burned by it. So.
That's fine. All right, Guns and Chips, your next question in DreamWorks Animation, your fourth question. At the beginning of How to Train Your Dragon 2, during the dragon races, a player will score points by having their dragon catch what kind of animal?
Sheep, right? Yeah, sheep. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in DreamWorks Animation. How is Peabody nearly killed during the French Revolution in Mr. Peabody and Sherman?
Am I misremembering, or is his head almost chopped off? Yeah, it's the guillotine. It's the guillotine.
That makes sense in the French Revolution. So if you want to
Yeah.
go ahead with it.
Decapitated. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And the clean sweep, bringing their total up to 22 as we bring back Mr. Newberry and the wheel for License to Chill. Gentlemen, your first spin is in, and it lands on horror icons. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident we keep it. Tyler, I think you can work through it. And we need points, but don't leave something out there if you're not sure, okay? Okay.
Okay. Cameron, I'm going to have you give out the horror icons questions as soon as I give them to you.
Sounds good.
There you go.
All right. License to Chill, are you ready for your questions in the category of horror icons?
Let's do it.
All right, your first question. In which film in the Friday the 13th franchise does a woman die in a stairwell while practicing guitar?
Oh, it's Take Manhattan. So it's Friday the 13th.
It's 8. It's part 8.
Yep. Jason Takes Manhattan. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Who plays Nora Winston, the female director of the internet reality show in Halloween Resurrection?
Tyra Banks.
I'm pretty sure you're right, yeah.
Tyra Banks. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. What is Kincaid's dream power in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors?
Yes. Super strength.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Super strength. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your penultimate question. In Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, the man in a suit that kills Ellie's father in the hospital at the beginning of the film then kills himself by doing what?
He lights himself on fire. But
It's all you, man. I do not know at all. If you're confident, I say go with
I
it.
think so. I'm pretty certain. Lights himself on fire. Final answer.
Correct for 2 more points.
Good job.
And your final question. What does Tommy physically do to himself to distract Jason at the end of Friday the 13th, the final chapter?
Doesn't he cut off his hair?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure to make him look like his mom, like he cuts off his hair.
Yeah. So, yeah, you do.
All right, cuts off his hair. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah, cool.
So both teams going 10 for 10 in their rounds. License to Chill has the lead with 23 to Guns and Chips' 22. It is a barn burner, Cam. So we are going to move on to round number 3. Here's how it's going to work. It is the betting round. We are going to say the category. The team is then going to have to decide who is going to take the question, how many points they are going to bet. Whoever takes the first question, the other player has to take the second one. You can reset on questions 3 and 4 and work together on question 5, and you can bet between 0, 1, and 2 points. So are there any questions from the players?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so your first category that you can bet points on is going to be Disney live action.
Go ahead. Tell your code, and then I will go.
Which one of you wants to take it? I'm thinking Boatman takes it.
Yeah. Both.
You want
both
to take it?
Yeah, Boat, you take it.
Okay.
Mark, you want this one, you think?
I think so. I think I should probably take it. You want me to go for it?
I wouldn't say you have to shoot for it, but if you feel confident, bet something. Yeah, sure. Tyler, we're really close to our favorite thing. Tie game, final question, sudden death. We can make it happen.
I'm just gonna go aggressive. I just think we have to.
Okay, we're up by 1. So just be smart.
Yeah.
Use a repeat if you have to.
Fine, I'll just play.
No, I trust you.
Okay.
Go with your gut.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
Use your repeat if you need to. Go.
Let's go.
You got this, Boat.
All right. Let's get bets starting with Boatman. And Mark.
2.
All right. The question in Disney live action is, in the one and only Ivan, Ruby, the baby who arrives and becomes the new main attraction, is what kind of animal?
I saw this movie.
Yeah, me too.
That's about all I can say about it, is that I saw it.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not like bad. It's definitely not good.
No.
It is
5,
a perfectly
4,
movie.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Boatman.
I haven't seen this one. I said bear.
And Mark.
Look at that. I haven't either. I said elephant.
Elephant is the
No
correct
fucking way.
answer. So, License to Chill with that goes up to 25. Guns and Ships loses 2 points and goes down to 20. So a big swing in the points there as we now get into the next category, which is what, Cameron Holtzman?
It is the Wizarding World.
Yeah, Albert, you're good. Okay. Right, Boat?
Tyler, you don't have to bet if you don't want to.
Okay.
I know how you feel about this category.
Yeah,
You'll get a spell. And we know you hate spells, so we have 3 points to work with, even if they hit it for 2. So, okay. So let's play the rest of the game smart. Let's go.
Good, Coho?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So let's get bets starting with Tyler.
0.
And Albert.
I'm going for 2.
All right. Cameron, what's the question in the Wizarding World?
Your question in Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, when Bellatrix has Hermione hostage and forces the rest to drop their wands, what does Dobby do which separates Bellatrix and Hermione? This is one of my more controversial takes, but I think Part 1 is better than Part 2 for Deathly Hallows.
Oh, wow. I definitely like Part 2 more, but I like Part 1 quite a bit. I think it's real good. But Part 2,
Part 1 might be the most
5,
underrated
4.
of the parts.
I would agree with that. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Tyler, who bet 0.
Drops to Chandelier.
And Albert.
Drops the Chandelier.
That is correct. So Guns and Chips will gain 2 points. It is now a 3-point game, 25-22, as we get into the next category, which is the category of scores and soundtracks.
I feel like, yeah, Mark probably better. Yeah.
Right?
Go.
Boat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You.
Burn and repeat if you have to, but we need these 2 points right now.
That's what I was thinking about.
Gotcha.
We're good.
Okay. And Cody, you're good? Okay. So it's going to be Boatman and Mark?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Boatman, we'll start with you. How many points?
2.
Okay. And Mark?
2.
Okay, let's wait a second. Boatman, leave and come back. Okay. Your question in scores and soundtracks is, who composed the score for a Star Trek film and a non-MCU Spider-Man film? Have you ever composed something, Mr. Holtzman?
I haven't, but I have a friend who is like, I don't use this word lightly, a musical prodigy.
Oh, wow.
And like has composed multiple symphonies, and he's only 20.
Jeez.
It makes me feel like I'm doing
4,
nothing with my life.
3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be the second repeat for Guns and Chips. Who composed the score for a Star Trek film and a non-MCU Spider-Man film? Yeah, I often look at the people around my old age. Every time we go to like a sports game or something and they like put the person's like age and stuff up on the board, Maggie's always like, that person's younger than you. And I'm like, thank you for making me feel like a loser. 5,
If I need
4,
to feel bad, I just ask
3,
the kids I work with how
2,
old they think I am.
1. That's down. Boatman, let's start with you.
I made the mistake of working backwards from Star Trek, so it took me a second. James Horner.
And Menchaca.
It is James Horner.
James Horner is correct. So Chill keeps the lead 27-24 as we get into the fourth question, which Tyler and Albert have to take. And the category is YA dystopia.
Cool.
So
How do you feel about it?
you either bet one and take a chance, or I bet zero and we just
Yeah, I'm okay if you don't want to bet on this one.
okay.
If you're not confident, don't swing because it'll be the movie that you least expect. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, Albert.
What you think, Coho? Both.
I mean, you kind of have to swing. You have to swing.
Okay. All right.
We're down 3, 2 questions left. You have to bet 2.
Okay.
We're good, managers.
Yeah, we're good.
I mean, they could bet one.
Swing.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Let's get bets starting with Mr. Butler
0.
and Albert.
Let's go for 2.
All right. What is the question, Cam?
Your question in YA dystopia. In The Maze Runner, Albie wakes Thomas up early before anyone else on his second day in the glade to show him what?
What would be important enough for you to be woken up early before everybody else?
I think, like, if my older sister went down to the ballroom in our castle and was making, like, snowmen and snow piles, and then she shot me in the head.
4, 3, 2, 1. Heads down. We're gonna start with Tyler, who bet 0,
Nothing.
and Albert.
I just have to show him the maze.
And your winner, License to Chill, with a final score of 27-22. Really great match, Cam. What'd you think of it?
Yeah, it was close all throughout. Literally, like, both round 1 and round 2 ended with them being only 1 point apart. Both teams doing really well in round 2, going perfect. And then round 3 literally came down to that very first question, sort of changed the game up, shook it up, and we saw what happened. And Guns and Ships did their best to try and come back, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a great match. Let's start by talking to Guns and Ships, Albert and Boatman and Coho. Guys, really, really great match. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Excellent round 1, and then a really great round 2, sweeping DreamWorks, a category that not a lot of people like or will sweep, and you guys did it. And then you had a great round 3 as well. It just came down to that, first question there. But overall, I think you guys played a fantastic game. How are we feeling?
I mean, we played a game that would beat most teams in this league. We're just happening to play a team that's really good. License to Chill played a great game. And I wholly expect them to play another great game and then a more contender match. We'll be back in this tournament. Sort of a decent. I feel good about the showing we did, considering the circumstances we've had as a team coming up to this match. So I think that with a little bit more prep time and rest time, these guys are going to have a better showing in the tournament. But License to Chill played phenomenal, and I'm very excited to see what they do in the contender match.
I'm
Albert?
mad at myself for the Disney live action question. It was a category I felt great in and a movie I hadn't seen. And I'm lost on a Sam Rockwell question, which is fun. I'm sure people are going to make fun of me for
That
it.
question had nothing to do with Sam Rockwell. So
I was
Sam
about to
Rockwell's
say,
in the movie.
Sam Rockwell. I lost on a Sam Rockwell movie.
Not much you can do when you haven't seen the movie, buddy. So I feel for you. It happens to all of us.
Well,
So
Mark was able to do it without seeing the movie, so that's not true. But thanks. I appreciate it.
Albert, any thoughts from you?
First of all, great game by Mark and Tyler.
They're a great unit.
And for myself, I'm really upset. I misheard the Mission Impossible question in round 1. I thought it's referencing the beginning of the film, so that threw me off. And then the last YA question, that really that's upsetting. So hopefully we do better next time.
like your manager said, you will still be in the tournament. So we're excited to see you there. 16 seed tournament. Any teams that you want to go up against in said tournament?
We'll take any. We'll play anyone. We're not picky.
Awesome. All right. Well, guys, again, great job today. We'll see you guys in the tournament very soon as we move over to the winners today. License to Chill. I'll Cody let you do your thing.
Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna be mean. He didn't know an elephant. Like, that happens. Like, we guessed an elephant because an elephant is in a Disney movie. So I think he put Dumbo and said, I'm gonna guess elephant, and went with it. You like Brother Bear more than Dumbo, it's proven. Listen, this team, the only thing I'm problem with what Koho said, enough prep time, enough stuff behind the scenes. Like, when was your last matches, guys? Like, I don't even know when you played last. Like, you had plenty of time. I'm just really excited. I'm so happy that I stepped back and said, you know what? I'm not going to watch any of these movies again. You know who will? Tyler. Tyler will remember these movies. And that face is like, I don't really watch all the ones that you want me to. But you know what? At the end of the day, we put points on the board. We score points. We did really well in this match. I mean, if it wasn't for Tyler, I don't think we spin horror icons, and I don't think we do as well. We made him bet 2-0, but we had the lead. I think overall, I think we just play really smart as a team together. I think now, knowing who we have to face, between the two people left, or whatever that case may be. Sorry, I screwed that up. Sorry if that's not supposed to be said. But
no, you're fine. You're playing the winner of the Dumb Ease and Necronomicon.
Okay, well, Necronomicon, the times of them ever getting to a title match again is pretty much done. 42-17, I think, was the final score when they died in the title match. I want dummies in the worst way. Because I don't like Jake Meltzer. I don't. And I don't want to see him play for a title. The good news is, either way, one of my teams can finish him off. If we happen to fall, if they actually happen to beat Necronomicon and go on, then Knights of Ren will be waiting there. But what I really want is Knights of Ren versus License to Chill, because I think that match will be fantastic. So good job, guys. We'll have to study some spells and maybe some, characters inside Disney live action, but we'll see you in the number one contenders match.
And I'm assuming there's no words from the competitors.
No.
I actually do want to say one thing. Sorry.
You're not allowed to talk.
I'm not allowed to talk.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I am allowed to talk.
We'll put you in the spotlight.
Well, we didn't need to do that. I just want to say, if I'm really hoping dummies come out to win. I've been waiting to play Jake Meltzer for a very long time. And let's do it.
Little behind the scenes. Jake Meltzer was offered Mark Menchaca as a team partner last year. Jake Meltzer said, I have better things to do. He picked Bill Cariola, just to let everybody know, and then Robert Castor. So, yeah, we're really hoping for that matchup.
All right. Well, we will see one of the two matchups very soon. That aforementioned Dummies versus Necronomicon match, I believe, coming out next week. So, Cam, any final thoughts?
Yeah, again, this was a fantastic match. Both teams putting up really strong performances. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this next match is, because as much as Mark says a little and Tyler says nothing, Cody seems really angry at everyone, but like not in the way he usually is, like a little bit more.
It's fair. Yeah, he gets spooky. But that's going to do it here for Fandom Fights. I want to thank everybody here, Guns and Chips, License to Chill. Cam, thanks for hosting this one with me. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match. Until then, have a good one. Bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.